I love digging clams. My favourite spot is about halfway between Royce Point and St. Peter's Island and the outside bar, like on the west bar. It's a perfect spot where we used to dig more than any place else. So we used to call it Isabel's Sandbar, yeah. Clam bar, Isabel's Clam bar, that was it. My first time clam digging was when I was probably 10 years old. I remember getting my finger caught in a clam one time, and the old man that lived with us, he used to come out with us with the horse and cart, and he had to pry my clam off me with a shovel. I pretty near gave up clam digging at that point, but anyway, I continued. There.
Oh,
It's working too fast.
I think I got it.
It's too small, I think. There's a lot of holes out there, and there's a lot of razorfish. And it's not razorfish we want, but sometimes you dig a lot of razorfish before you get a clam. Oh, big. Nice big fella. Oh yeah, there's the hole I was looking for. Right here, this is a clam. Go higher than you can.
Nice big one.
The clam holes have spray like from them, and the razorfish holes are bigger. You know, they're kind of oval shaped. The longer you dig clams, the more you get used to which is a clam hole and which is not. At one point you could take any amount you wanted, but you're only allowed so many clams per person now, or a 5-gallon bucket, or 100 clams or something like that. And you're only supposed to take certain sizes. Too little.
Your bucket's got to be a fair bit lighter, Mom.
But when I go out, there's mostly someone coming with me, so everybody gets them, then nobody takes them home to open them or cook them. So I've opened, I remember doing 8 buckets or something like that, went up 3 o'clock in the morning opening clams, you know. Just get every base right in.
How many clams do you think you got today?
We got about a 5-gallon bucket and a half, would you say?
Yeah, it was.
My favorite part is digging them. The rest is not as much fun. But it all goes together. Somebody will say, oh, I don't know how you take all them clams. Well, yeah, and then you have to open them, and I said, well, I like it doing it so much that I don't really mind opening them. It's getting, if you had someone there to bring you the water and change the buckets and cover them with water, just bring them to you. I could sit there and open them all day. It doesn't bother me. Last clam. Hooray. The worst part of it is washing them after you're all done opening them, washing them again, and rinse them off as you open them in case there's any sand. You rinse them a couple of times. I'm frying clams from. Kathy likes the tongues, that's why I have to try to frying the tongues.
She likes the chewy bits.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't eat that. We bottle some of them, and some of them you just wash them. And you keep the clam juice when you're opening them, and you strain it to get all the sand out of it, and you put that over them. And then some of them we don't pressure cook, we just freeze them raw, and they're better for frying. The first time in my life I ever bought clams was this last fall, this year. The first time in my life I ever had to buy. I was selling clams if anybody wanted them, or giving them away mostly. But then there was people wanted cases, wanted to buy a case off of the people next door, and they were out of them. So then they came and asked me, so I'd sell an odd case like that. But as a rule, I just gave them away.
I'm sure they're tender than them little smallish ones are really good.
There's so many people came here, and I've taken them out to dig clams. Like they come back here, and then I show them how to open clams, and then we'll fry some, and they love that experience. And some of them never had fried clams before, and they realize how good they really are. I used to go by myself at one time, but they'd be cross at me if I went by myself now. It's one of my favorite things to do, go digging clams. Anytime anybody else comes out with me and they'll say, we better go, the tide's coming, I'll say, well, just wait till I get a few more, and they all have that battle with me. Yeah, you're going to have to come when we tell you, or we're not going to go out with you anymore. It's my most peaceful thing that I can think of doing. And it's a great place to say your prayers. You figure you've been close to the Lord when you're out there, It's like, I know when we were debating, I had, the tide was good for clams, and we had a missionary meeting, and I was debating now which should I go to. And I said, I think I'd get closer to the Lord if I went out there in the burr than to do at the missionary meeting. So I went digging clams.